Hi, I'm Bryton Stoll, and I'm here to kick off the brand new show, Bryton Quest, where I'll be touring the country to show you what to see. I'll be going with my family in our Travel Wave 360, the trailable houseboat that my dad built about 10 years ago. Ever since, we've been traveling around the U.S., and we've decided that we should finally let somebody else see our adventures. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. Okay, well, we've got not very far, and we've already hit our first breakdown. Our refrigerator stopped working, and we've come about, well, 6 miles. That is the Blue Valley Telecommunications Building. And as you can see, sometimes trips do not turn out how you expect. Okay, it's day 2. We all just finished breakfast, and since we got started a lot later than we had wanted to yesterday, we've made it to one of our favorite destinations in the U.S., a Walmart parking lot. Well, we made it to our first real destination, and I'll bet you can't guess what it is. I'll give you 3 clues. 1, it was built in 1967. 2, it's right next to the Mississippi River. And 3, it's 630 feet tall. I'm at the St. Louis Arch.
St. Louis is the meeting point of the Missouri and Mississippi rivers. The French were the first to settle the area, and it was named after King Louis IX. It is sometimes called the Gateway City or the Gateway to the West because it was the first stop on the Oregon Trail and other trails that led west. As I said, St. Louis is a river city, and when we were there, the Mississippi River was very high. I mean, very high.
All right, well, we made it underneath the St. Louis Arch, and we got about 15 minutes until we get to go up in it, so we're going to take a look around the museum, see what there is there.
Yes, I said under the arch. The waiting area to get to the capsule that takes you to the top is actually underneath the arch. Also beneath the arch is the Museum of Westward Expansion. But just before going into the museum, we saw this carving and thought it was pretty cool. Now, the Museum of Westward Expansion is quite large, so we didn't get to see much of it. But there was a big wheel. This is a steering wheel from a tugboat that went up and down the Mississippi.
We're now standing in line. It's going to be a while, and when we're through with the line, we're going to get in the dryer, as my mom calls it. She says it looks like a dryer, the capsule that we go up in the arch. So we're going to go get in the dryer.
It was once said that the dedication and determination of the workers on the arch echoed the pioneer spirit of those who it commemorates, the people who explored and settled the American West. We have no idea who said that, but it was on the wall.
All right. We're getting in. Heading up to the top.
Okay, so it does look like a dryer, doesn't it?
Well, this would probably be a good time to introduce the people I'm with. This is my brother Nick. He's 16. This is Alexandra. She's 8. This is my mom, Sonia, who I'm not supposed to say her age. And behind the camera is, of course, Rick, who I'm sure you all know from wearing the Blue Valley as Rick, but he's behind the camera then too.
It takes the trams about 4 minutes to get to the top, at 240 feet per minute.
Well, we're now 630 feet above St. Louis, and it's a creepy view from the top.
Creepy? A little bit. Breathtaking? Absolutely. On a good day, you can see up to 30 miles away from the top. The Gateway Arch is the tallest monument in the entire United States. It is 630 feet tall, and the legs also have a span of 630 feet. Construction began on February 12, 1963, and was finished on October 28, 1965. It cost $13 million to build, and the U.S. transportation system cost only $3.5 million. It was built piece by piece in triangular sections. Each side of the triangles measured 54 feet at the bottom and 17 feet at the top. The arch was built to commemorate the Mississippi River as the border between the East and the West. It was designed by Eero Saarinen. Excuse me if I mispronounced that. There is a courthouse on the west side, perfect for something such as, I don't know, a wedding. All in all, it was a great day. We got to see the tallest monument in the entire United States. I just can't wait to show you what happened next in our adventure. Oh, and remember, no matter where you are, there's always time for fun.